How's it going? So at the time this video was scripted, Anime Dimensions has about 8.7 thousand players. In this player count, there are new players that have no idea what the heck they are doing. Though in this video, I will be giving you 30 tips for getting better in Anime Dimensions. But there's a catch. I'm going to try and do it in under 10 minutes. Understand? Good. Timer's down below here, so let's start. If you're a solo player trying to level up, never play hardcore. The enemies do more damage, and it makes Dimensions harder. Not all characters are made equal. Use characters that are better for specific game modes for their respective game modes. As an example, use Koku for Dimensions and Gilga for Boss Raid and Boss Rush. Do the Boss Raid and Speed Raid every day. You might not be melting the bosses super quickly at your current level, but you will still be getting rewards by completing them. On the topic of the Speed Raid, always use the weakest characters first. Here's what you can start with. Use regular Priestess first, then use her starters, and work your way up. If you're a newer player, avoid Priestess. She only has 2 abilities that does damage to enemies, and her assist only heals. Besides Sakura, try getting another character to use. If you're struggling with level progression, play the other game modes. Time Challenge and Infinite Mode are great ways of getting epic and legendary cards for your level without having to complete the dimension you're struggling with. Collect as many characters, costumes, and pets as possible. The collection bonuses are very good, and they give permanent buffs that will make you stronger the more points you have. Do not buy any other Shadow Shop item other than Sung Jin Woo at first. Once you get the Funny Shadow Monarch, then you can get whatever else you want. Take advantage of the AFK section. I am aware that not everyone can use it due to certain reasons, but if you can, you should be doing this whenever you're not actively playing the game. Use a full lobby whenever you're playing the boss raid. All players gain a 70% damage buff by having a maxed lobby when the raid is started. Also, focus more on damaging the boss over dodging. This gets even easier to do when you're using characters with iframes and also the vampiric boss damage stat boost. Use accessories that are best for specific game modes. To give a few examples, use the Odium Gear or Devil Wings in boss modes and the Sun God's Mantle or Dragon Balls in Dimensions and Time Challenge. Play Boss Rush whenever you can. Boss Rush has 4 characters that are all pretty good, and it can give you mythical cards and accessories. Also, save all of your Boss Rush tokens until you can get a character. The tokens are the closest thing you're going to have to pity. Trust me, you're going to feel that 0.02% chance if you try dropping them. Try your best to drop the characters from the boss raid. It's a 0.05 to 0.03% drop rate depending on the character, but you get a lot of drops depending on how much damage you do. Not all pets are created equal. The best legendary pet in the game right now is the Astolfo pet from the Pet Capsule Series 1, and the best mythical pet in the game right now is the Kurumi pet from the Raid Capsule. Also, pay attention to the substats of everything. These are permanent buffs that will make you stronger in all game modes. The 5 substats that you should be aiming for are base attack, critical chance, critical damage, cooldown reduction, and assist cooldown reduction. This is the most important tip out of all of them. Totally not biased, but subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And also streams. I'm counting that as a legitimate tip, trust me, but I have one similar to this later on that you'll want to pay attention to. But seriously though, subscribe. Awaken as many characters as you can. They give you boosts that can be used when they're used as assists and also as mains. To start off, go for Kirito and Saber first since they're meta for boss raids. On the topic of assists, make sure to get Partner or Celestial on them. They give all players on your team a damage boost and it stacks with other buffs. Log on every day and do your daily tasks. This will allow you to get a lot of gems for pets and other stuff. Don't buy limited characters from the boss raid at first. Instead, save your boss raid tokens until you drop that character or until that character is about to become unobtainable. There is no difference in main stats to the different kinds of mythical cards, only the substats. And this goes for legendaries, even though legendaries are slightly weaker in their main stats. On the topic of spending Robux, VIP and the extra game passes are the biggest value for players looking for a cheap thing to buy. Ichigo Final and Makima are both really good and worth getting if you have the Robux for them. Avoid buying droppable characters from the gem shop at first. It's pretty easy to get the characters just by playing the game, but if you're unsuccessful, then do it after a solid dropping attempt. Don't rely on carries for progression. Asking for carries in the lobby isn't good and you're just wasting your time. So basically, stop spamming my DMs, you goofy looking. As much as I don't like the Discord server, the official Albatross Games Discord server is a great place to find some like-leveled people to play with. Avoid buying accessories outside of the most useful. Buying stuff like the Odium Gear or the Sun God's Mantle are okay since they're useful in all modes. Just try to drop them first. Do not buy the gold option with any currency for any reason. It is a scam. And finally, take advice from multiple Anime Dimensions YouTubers. Multiple opinions is very much a good thing. Okay, I was not anticipating on me absolutely blowing that goal out of the water. Also, top 10 rappers Eminem is afraid to diss. If you want to learn how to get the most amount of damage in the raid, then make sure to go watch this video right here. But either way, thanks for watching.